Hey guys, how's it going? So, I wanted to make one last Maya video about how to keep organized your scene before I make the modeling voiceover video. So, I think this is something that, even I, to be honest, didn't really pay much attention at the beginning, but I think is really, really important because, if you have, a lot of stuff in your scene and they are all messy in the outliner. I don't think is the right way to work, especially when you are going to be in a professional studio environment, because they are gonna be very very picky about how you keep your scene organized, because you are probably not gonna be the only one that works on it, especially if it's a big one, maybe a big environment. Maybe there are different artists that do different things. So you cannot just do, things the way you want without thinking about the others that might pick it up if you are on holidays or if you're not there, or even if you do projects with your friends and you share a scene that maybe different people are working on different things. I mean, it's really not easy to navigate if the outliner is all messy, like in this case. So this is something I'm working on, and it's kind of a big environment. There are a lot of things here, as you can see, a lot of different components that make up this city kind of thing. And I didn't create any any grouping. As you can see, this is the outliner, and as I mentioned before, it's like the the list of the things you have in your scene. And look, I mean, it's crazy. What is this? I mean, everything is so messy, and if I search for something, where is it? This, it's here. I mean, and let's say I want to just move this building because you know I made some I changed my mind about the position of this building. Look, if I select it, I select everything. If I go from the top view, I mean, it's so hard to know which is which. And I mean, you need to select one on one the things, and I mean, it just takes forever. I then now would like to show you another scene or another thing I'm doing. And in this case I really took some time to make the outliner very organized. Now I don't think you guys want to go this crazy. I will show you later on a demonstration what I mean about keeping your scene organized. But in this case, as you can see, I've got this model, this kind of thing here, and everything is divided into groups. So you have C underscore body underscore GRP. GRP is the naming for group, and C means center. Left engine 1 is this kind of thing in this case, and L means left. Then the rear engine, probably I should rename it a bit better, but still better than nothing. This is left engine 2, and then there are the other two on the right, and they are, you can see R underscore. And inside of every group, I also divided into other groups. So, for example, every every stuff that is different, because every model has different parts. They don't have all the same name. So in this case I call this turbine. Then there is this kind of joint that is to connect it to the body. Then bolts. I don't have many bolts, but they are on a separate group. And then pistons, these kind of things that they should move those kind of wings, you know kind of thing. So I think this is a much better example to show how I know how well you can organize your scene, and everything after will make sense when we do some texturing, because if I want to add the material only on the pistons, I don't have to select them one on one. I mean, it's madness. I just go here and I get the pistons, and I can with this selection add a material or do something. So, enough talking, how do you then organize your scene in Maya? So I made this kind of example. It's very simple, and I've got, three groups here of three different objects, and they are in the outliner, but they are all listed like that. So I want to create, you know, groups, so I can organize my scene. So how do you make groups? You select, for example, the yellow one, and you do Command G. And when you do Control, sorry, it's not Command, it's Control. I'm on Windows. You do Control G, and G stands for group, of course. And then you double click, and you remain yellow underscore grp. Finish. You just have to do that. Don't worry about renaming things inside. That is something you will do later on when you are more advanced. But for now, look, you can decide not to do it. I don't think you will, be, you know, penalized for that. But I think, like, I think it will be really good if if you organize your project like this. So again, I select the blue group and I do Control G, double click, blue underscore grp. I put it up with middle mouse click. If you middle mouse click and drag, you can move your group around. Then the last one is the red group. I select Command G, Control G, double click, red underscore grp. Done. That's all you need to do. And you see, this is already much better. If you have like an environment and you're working, maybe you have the door, the window, the table, this kind of thing. I think like this is much more easy to, to keep track of the things you have in your scene.